What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As we talked about last video, dedicated servers are officially being shut down. And because I was in a hurry and I was out of town, I felt like I rushed through that video a little bit and missed out on some really important points that I want to make sure I get into this video on why the dedicated servers being shut off has some good things to it, all right? And it's not the end of the world. First of all, let's talk about dedicated servers. I've explained this a million times, but I'm telling you, hundreds of comments on that video that we posted on Monday are like, oh no, I can't play online ever again. Oh, I don't have friends, so I can't do private matches. This is it for me. The thing is, dedicated servers, all that was to you, in a very dumbed down version, dedicated servers allowed us as players to connect to a dedicated server. It's our own host that's separate from the players, okay? Now that dedicated servers are off, we have to play peer-to-peer, which means one person in the lobby will be hosting the other players in the lobby. And most of the time, people have pretty good internet these days, all right? That's not that big of a deal. Private matches, that's exactly how it works in private matches. There's one host, and everybody connects to that host. As long as the host has good internet, you'll be fine, right? The biggest drawback of being peer-to-peer in Friday the 13th, the game, is that there's no host migration. So, in other words, if the host were to leave the game ends for everybody in it. And this was a really big problem when it was an issue with consoles. So, the first year of the game, consoles didn't have dedicated servers. They were playing peer-to-peer. So, if the host got killed in the game by Jason, it often led to them leaving the game, and then it ends for everybody. A very easy solution to that, well, not an easy solution, but what seems like the only solution that there is to that is that the host would have to be Jason every time, but then you kind of have to make it where you search only as Jason or you search only as counselors, and then it'd be even that much harder to find games. So basically, you just kind of gotta hope that whoever the host is for the game doesn't leave, because it will end for everybody. And I don't know, man, like, you could try not to kill them. You could try to be nice, because you can see, the red arrow, whoever has a red arrow next to their name, that's the host of the game. That's the biggest drawback to me. Obviously dedicated servers are more stable, etc., but at the end of the day, the game that you loved, that you were playing, it's still very much there, and a lot of you guys won't even notice that dedicated servers are gone. It's not until that host leaves that it's very obvious. But the thing is, there's more to it than that. To me, the first thing that came to my head when I saw that dedicated servers were being shut down was, okay, Gun's moving on. And I mean that in a way, obviously we knew Gun was working on something else, etc., but if they're at the point now where they're pulling dedicated servers, and not just dedicated servers, but they're pulling the forums, and they're putting all their attention to something else, that to me means they're close. That's what it means to me. They're close to something else, right? And we've seen Wes Keltner, he's teased in the past that they're working on something else and that it's very exciting. So if they're at this point now where they're saying goodbye to their baby, right? It's like saying goodbye as they go to college. That's kind of where they're at, man. This is their baby, and now they're saying goodbye to it. That means their attention is now somewhere, 100% somewhere else, and they're close. That's the positive side to me. And that was the first thing that came to my head when I saw this. So the game we love, like I said, it's still there. The community that we have is still there. And that's great, man. And, we streamed last night, and hundreds of people showed up for that stream, and we had a blast. And that's not going anywhere. And we'll continue to do that, and we'll play with you guys as well. This is not the end of the world. This is not a game being abandoned. This is moving on to perhaps a bigger, perhaps a better project. And that's what you really need to focus on. That's what I'm really focused on when it comes to all this, is that I think something bigger is coming from Gun Media, and this shutting off the dedicated servers shows that their devotion is now on that next project. So, like I said, there are positives to those dedicated servers being shut off, and you can still play the game you love, and not just private matches or offline. I reiterate that a lot. Don't forget that. Peer-to-peer is still a thing. It's just like it used to be on consoles. It's gonna be all right. You can still play the game. That's being lost a lot on comment threads and forums and Reddit. It's just a mess. It's not true. You can still play the game. All right. I feel better now. I feel like I was more transparent this time around. I hope you understand why I wanted to make this video, because I think it's really important. Okay. Please let me know your thoughts on all this. Give me predictions, man. Everyone's talking about what's Gun's next game. Give me predictions. You think it's something original? You think it's a new horror IP? If it is a horror IP, what is it? Halloween? Who knows, man? Who knows? But that's going to wrap this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.